Hi, live on the ceiling. Woohoo. Got to flip the camera. Just a minute. There we go. Where are we? I've got so much stuff on the desk I can't work out where the boundaries are. Oh dear. How is everybody tonight? Thanks for joining me. I'm Fiona Fernandez from Pyrmont. Just setting up my things. I don't know where the time just went. It just disappeared like that. I thought I'd play with this set tonight. The Earthen Elegance. So if you're crafting along, grab your pieces and come and join me. That'll be fun. If you just want to sit back and relax, that's okay too. Just go find my video. So how's everybody's week been? I was just thinking earlier how quickly Wednesday night comes around. Where is my page? Just when you think you've got it all sorted on Facebook. There we go, there's the night sky. That was my ceiling for a second. Sorry about that. Oh, there's Lynette. Hi, Lynette. I'm a bit tired too. Alright, can hear everything. That's good. I'm just trying to get my video to come up on my screen so I can see you, see my comments, see everything. Right, there we go. Done. Oh, I had a day out, did you? Did you go anywhere, somewhere nice? Well, probably you did. I'm guessing. Oh. You making anything tonight? You're just relaxing. So I've got these dies in my stash. I plan to do a class with this in July. So my class, the time is just ticking past really fast, isn't it? It's like tick, tick, tick. I've got Saturday class, which is an in-person class. And we're going to be using the in colours and embossing folders on Saturday. That would be fun. And then on Sunday week, I've got my daisies class. And then July, I'm going to do this one with the Earthen Elegance. So it's always nice to do a bit of a warm-up and play with it a bit. And then I was looking at the email we get from Stampin Up. As Demonstrator, we get emails every week from Stampin Up telling us different things, news, and they give us ideas as well for creativity, which is really nice. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. Lynette's tidying up, hoping to finish a card. Yes, well, I had to tidy up a bit. It was a bit messy in here. I've been sewing as well. Sewing at one side, carding at the other. So, yeah, in that email from Stampin' Up, they give you ideas of how to step the card up. So do a simple one and then sort of a medium and then, what do they call it? Beginner, casual and avid. So you can make it as fancy as you like or as simple as you like. And they've sort of used the same thing. So I thought, oh, I'll see. I don't want to go too late. I'm feeling a bit sleepy, but you know how it goes on Wednesday night. I sit here and relax and enjoy it. And hi, Di. And it's so nice to have a crowd with you here and helping me along. So this is as far as I got. Although I must say, I did put one piece of paper aside. I'm not going to cut that up. So I've got this one. This piece of paper. I love this set. I just love it. Love that. And I'm sitting here before I started visualizing one of those shadow boxes. I thought I can't do that tonight. We don't have enough time. But I'm going to put that piece away and work on that. Do something interesting with it. I thought I'm seeing little shelves and like a window and put the little, all the little jars, the earthen texture jars on a little something. Yeah. If you've got any inspiration for that, let me know. I'll just put that over there. And I have this piece I put aside as well. I'm not sure whether I'll use this or not. I don't think I will tonight. I think I'll keep that for my other exploration. Try not to lose it on the floor now. Oh, it doesn't matter if it falls down, does it? We can always pick it up. Are you crafting, Di? Anybody else? Amanda, are you crafting? So let's see what Stampin' Up have done with it first. So this is what, there's that ribbon. So I've got my ribbon out. I've got all my ribbons next to me on the floor there. I love the look of this one. Look at that. It almost looks like a die cut, doesn't it? That background. But you know what it is. Just got a few colours out here. It's the back of one of these papers. This one. Look at that. It looks 3D on the screen. And it looks 3D in the book. That's quite fascinating. So I got out some... I didn't get white out. That needs white. I got out Very Vanilla to play with. Maybe it's not Very Vanilla. Put the colours in there. Some of them could go with Very Vanilla, look. And some of them go with the white. See, that's really beautiful. I love that too. There's just so much to choose from. Which way will we go? They look so nice on the screen. They look nice in person. They look very stunning. Love that colour. Look at that one. I could just sit here and stare at the colours. Right. Let's see what we've got. I do have some white out. Okay, that's over here on the desk. Right, let's go back to the book for a minute. So I sat here. This is where the time went. I sat here and I put all my stamps, labels on before I started. Okay, so you didn't have to sit there watching me do that. So that's the stamps. This is what you get in the dies. So you got this nice ropey one here. Let's have a little think for a second. And I got out some embossing folders too. This is the cane weave one because I thought that might make a nice basket shape. Not bar. Oh yeah, you could do a. That'd be good for a basket, wouldn't it? Just not sure yet whether we'll use that. And the rope one, that is so lovely. I actually have one half made over here. I didn't quite finish this card. Hi, Fiona. This one's done with the rope, look, and I just used brushes on it. Doesn't that come up well? So that's using the in colours. So I plan to put that together before Saturday, but you never know. I might just keep it as a sample like that. I've got my 3 cards ready. So, yeah, it's just beautiful. Love it. I could use that. Mix it all up together. We just might. There's the DSPs here. And the ribbon, and I don't know what bling have they used. They've got some little, look like champagne dots. Let me just find my website. If I have a website open. Got a lot of things open. Not the website. Okay, let me go find the shop. Let's go shopping with Fiona Fernandez. I'll go shopping. Alright, I'm going to go into the shop now and just check. I think they actually they might not be what I thought they were. So when you're in the website, you can go to different products, shop products, and you can go to embellishments and ribbon, and it'll take you to embellishments, so you don't have to like look at everything at once. They've even broken it up into 3D elements, adhesive backed and stickers, beads, brads, buttons, clips. They've really given you a lot of things to choose from. Or you can just shop all the embellishments at once. So I'm going to do that. This looks like, and I don't think I have them, natural adhesive backed sequins is on here. That's what they look like. Let's go and look in my bling section. There's bling, tools, bling. Here I've got a tag with bling written on it. And it's called Neutrals. Neutrals. Aha, see it's got an N on it. Down here on page 141 in your catalogues, if you're looking in a catalogue. And it's number 8. So this one here. I think that's what they've used. That's what they look, because they've got a couple of different colours going on. They've got this one here and that one. Right. I'll note that for when I do my class stuff. But I don't have them to play with. We'll have to use something else. Has anyone got this set? Have you used it yet? That almost looks like a stamp in itself. Look. Isn't that amazing? The texture they get in the papers. It's incredible. Almost looks like a lino stamp. I wonder if that's how they made it. They show us sometimes how they make these papers and how they design them. That looks very deep. All right, we'd better pick a card base colour, hadn't we? You know, I feel like I need some crumb cake out. Just a minute, I'll get some crumb cake. Get the crumb cake. Where are we? Crumb cake. I feel like we need crumb cake like that. Yeah, let's go with a crumb cake base. These little bits put back in the packet. And if you've got any ideas, throw them at me. Throw them in the comments. Hints or suggestions will all be considered. Let's do a basic card base. So it's half of an A4 sheet. And I score it at 10.5, so right down the middle. Sorry, I always score off. I can't fit that up the desk at the moment. Am I too high up? So let's try that as a starter. I've got the card base, look. So if you're new to watching me, welcome. If you're old to watching me, welcome. I like having you all watch me. But if you're watching later as well, if you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments or send me an email, send me a message, in Messenger if you're in there, or Instagram, wherever you are. If you have questions, please ask. Okay, let's do something simple. Let's do something simple. Okay, let's try it anyway. I can do simple sometimes. Where is my email gone? Sorry, everything's out of order on my screen. I don't know what happened. Right, I'm going to use the idea we got in our Enjoy Creativity today, but I'm going to use this set instead of the one they've used one that's in the online exclusives. And if you're looking on the website, it's called the Tropical Leaf Bundle they've used. Similar, well, it's all leaves, tropical leaves. So we'll use these leaves. I think we'll use that. And we've got these leaves too to stamp with, haven't we? All right. Let's use the DSP for 1 second. And I've got some fancy stuff out as well. Actually, we might get the fancy stuff out. I thought, what can we get? This is really lovely. It's called the 2023-2025 In Colour Luster Specialty Paper. Now don't forget, there's some papers on sale at the moment. I don't know if this is one of them. Let me just go and have a look. What's new? No, it's not in what's new. Where is it? I'll just look it up. You can just look them up. 161. You can look them up by the number. If you have the number, it's 161746. That's a quick way to look up an item. That's not on special. It's $19.25. I think it's just the plain designer series papers that are on special. This is a specialty paper. So it's quite lustrous. Got different colours there. Maybe in colours. So you get one of each. One of each? No, hang on a minute. How many do you get? I might have had this in the paper share. You get 10 sheets, 2 each of 5 colours. So I bought some of the paper shares, so I've only got 1 each. But that's what they look like. And so they've got a bit of a shine to them. just something a little bit special. I think we might use one of them on here. I might use a bit of, oh, what colour will we go? Copper? So copper. And just be careful of these packets if they've got the sticky on them there. Just make sure you put them down like that, because I'm very good at sticking things to them. I think I'll use that as my little base piece. I'm just going to put a piece over there. Alright. And just looking, I'm just winging it. Just looking at the card in front of me, and this one is there, so I think we'll go to about to the edge. We'll go to about 9, I think. Now, if I'm going to cut just the piece I want, I'm not going to cut the whole strip because I might not want the whole strip cut to 9. And then I'm going to go down. I've got the metric ruler on here, so you can see what you want there. So I'm going to make this piece, hang on, let me look about there. I think I'll go to 12. So you can actually start cutting, put it on 9 there, and I'm going to start cutting from down here at 12, or about 12, I can't see it properly, I'm not over the top of it. There. Can you see what I'm doing? Hang on, I'll pull that up for a minute. See, I'm right. You can see your little edge of the cutter there. You line that up with your 12. You can start cutting there. This is such a handy thing on this trimmer, because I actually use it like that a bit to cut boxes and things like that. So you can, or whatever you're cutting, you can start there and go up, and then you've got to cut from here, and then just flip it over, and now I want to go to 12 there because that's where I went to, and then this time I'm going to go to 9. I hope. I can't see it. Hang on, got to be over the top of it. I think that's right. Push it down and go back up. Oh, there you go. Ta-da! So that's just a really handy way to cut things, because then I haven't cut into the whole sheet. I've just cut out the bit I need and want, and we might use that again, or we might use a different colour. Right, that's that bit. I'm going to stick that on there. Now on their one they've used plain card that you can actually stamp on, but I'm not going to stamp onto that piece. I might just stick a little sentiment on. Glue is getting low. Ooh, comes out in a rush sometimes. Watch that. I'm just going to stick this over to one side of my card, and I'll just smooth that down, because when I cut it, it indented a bit because I flipped it over. So you can just use your bone folder, give that a rub. Right, now we just need a little sentiment. I might do the thank you, I think. And I've got a piece of paper lying around the desk. Look. What colour will we go? Ooh. Ooh, will we just stick with the... Shall we do the copper clay or the crumb cake? While we're thinking about that, let's do something with a die cut. Let's do a simple die cut. do these in, ooh, I'm just wondering whether to use any of the paper. I've got something in the paper that will go with that? Not really. We might use, oh, put that over there. We could use a bit of the wild wheat. That one. Oh, that one's too small. I've got all these little odd bits. I don't know whether to use that one. That and that. Let me think for a minute. Tick, 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 tick. Anyone else thinking? Okay, little mini. Come on, your little mini. That little mini up here. Little mini. A silicone sheet under it. Oh, I haven't checked lately. The blue boho mini is still there. Let's have a look. Boho. Mini boho. Oh, let's have a look. Mini. Oh yes, there's still mini bohos. The boho blue, which is this blue colour here on the table. They still have them, and they are $110 if you're interested in one of those. It didn't go pop tonight. Oh yes, there it goes. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether to do the, where did that come from? This one in a different colour or the same colour? Are you too plain in that? I'm wondering whether to do a bit of crumb cake actually. And colour it in a bit. Let's see. I've got a piece here. Oh, look at that, just. Do it in that colour, and we'll colour it in on an angle. Just line that up down the edges. Oh, I don't think I've got the top lined up right. Goes through beautifully if you get it lined up right. In my stash. Aha! Look at that. Just be careful with these. Like that. I'm going to colour that one in a little bit. I'm trying to keep this one simple, but it's still got that beautiful sheen behind it there. Alright, do we want white card on there? Or do we want... Oh yeah, I think that'll be right. Okay, let's move that for a second. trim this one down. Just wondering whether there's a die cuts I forgot. So this one is like a little jar, but you could use it as a sentiment, couldn't you? Maybe I'll do that. Oh, another piece of card here, look. Aha. It looks like a jar. But, you know, you could use that for whatever you want to use it for. So I'm going to use it for that. Too many things all over the desk now. Let's put that there. I'll get to the trimmer. I'll just trim that off. Okay, let's do that. So, on this one, go back under there. So one end of it has the little lip on it, like the top of one of these. One of those, you know, one of these. So it's not, it fits on that one. Oh, it does. See the little lip on the bottom there? So that's for the stand of it. But I'm going to use it as for my sentiment. So I'm going to do our little trick where we go and hope that the other end matches. Let's try it anyway. We won't know until we try, will we? And you know what, even if it didn't, you could still use it, I reckon. You could perhaps trim it off with scissors if it doesn't work like this. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, where does it go to? Yeah, I reckon it will go. It's sitting in there. It's sitting in at that point there. I'll try. I love this little trick. It's very handy. Because obviously you can use your dies for lots of things that way. See what happens. You ready? You ready? Let's see how we went. Oh, look, you wouldn't even know. Beautiful. Yay. Right. I think I'll do that one with the copper, same as the background. Okay, I need a vote. We need help. Will we do the thank you? I'm going to put it there. So we've got copper clay, crumb cake, or wild wheat. Which one do you think? I might put that on the top. And while you're thinking about that, I'm just going to colour that in a tiny bit. My little colouring paper. Just going to add a little bit of something to it. Where's my brushes? Ah, copper clay. Hi, Dimity. How are you? You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. Just thought. See how you're going. I'm trying to keep this card fairly simple. There we go. That just gives it a little bit of a, hint of that. Just make it stand out a little bit. That's all we need, a little bit of that. Oh, you're good and home, great. Oh, now, oh, hi Wendy. Oh, you're here as well. I just saw you pop in too. It's a party, we're having a party. Stamping party. Aha. Ah, Diana said copper clay. Right, okay. So I've just made this little piece. I'll put it on here so you can see it. So I can see it too. Out of the die from this, but I've done this end twice, turned it over. If you don't know how to do that, you'll have to wind back on the replay. Have a look. Alright, I'm just going to do a little thank you, because thank you cards are so handy. Oh, now we'll just stamp this a few times because I haven't used it yet. I really need to clean it up. Oh, forgot to wet my chemise. Just a little bit wet. Oh, that's better. Just light little tap. Lovely. Okay, we'll leave that on there because we might use that again in a minute. You could actually even fold these, I think, if you wanted to, a little bit. They've got lines on them. They're all indented, look. Don't forget you can get adhesive sheets to put on the back of things like this. I'm just going to put that one there. I'm just putting it down the centre. I'll just keep a tissue handy. Where's my tissue? Sticky tissue. For glue. Oh, we're going to keep this one really simple. We're just going to put it straight down flat. No fancy dimensionals. And just look at it sideways like that. I feel like that's not quite. Oh, I've left my ruler up the other end of the room. Just a minute. Making a tool roll today for somebody, and I had to use the ruler to make sure it fit in the slot. Alright, what do we got? Under the T we've got 28, 27.5, 28, and under the U we got 27.5, 28. That's good. This. Look, I've done a card and it's only 9 o'clock. Okay, it's 9:06. That's my really simple one. Okay. I don't know if we'll get to the average one. Let's just do a really simple one. Let's just find the crumb paper again. Get the next piece out. This one. Right, now while we've got that out, we'll do the next one. And this time we're going to use, we'll still cut those out again, but we'll put something a bit fancier behind this. We'll get a bit of the designer series paper this time, like to cover the whole card. I'm quite liking this one. Although I do like this as well. What do you think? Actually, you know what? I think they use that other paper with the crisscross on it. We'll use this one. Do you like this one? This is the Misty Moonlight, I think. That's really nice too. Look at that one. But we're going to put something over the top of it, so I don't want to spoil the look of that too much. We're going to be covering a bit of this up with another panel like that. I'll go with that one. That one or that one? Decisions. That's nice too, isn't it? Okay, I'll just make a decision. I'll go with this one. Cut this one to 10. And 14.35, because I want to see the edge of the crumb cake. We'll do that, and then we'll get a piece of the shiny one again. Just wondering whether to use a different colour this time. What about a bit of that one? Think about that for a second while I cut my little pieces out. Another bit of that. And that one. Ooh. Big for that one. Or might just make it without a bit of the stem. That'll be all right. Okay, we'll just pop that over What did Dimity say? Wild wheat for whatever. Do you like wild wheat? Do you have a favourite in colour yet? Or you like me, you keep changing your mind? I keep changing my mind. Like 1 week it's this, next week it's that. Now we'll need another one of those, so while we've got it out. Oh, see, I'm sticking stuff to that packet already. Let's see it with plastic. We'll just do another one. I went to cut it with the one I just cut out. Okay. I should have done that in the first place. So if you're making 3 like this, do them all at once. We'll just do this one. And I'm going to put that one up there. Oops, sorry about your ears. Pop. And we'll just do another one. Look at that. You could cut them out and make a background in itself. And use that as a background. Cut that off. And make it a piece in the back. We might keep that piece for another day. Just chop that one off. See, you could use that if you line them up nicely. So I'll pop that into my stamp box. Something on that one. Turn that over. So if I do another one like that, I could line them up like this when I'm cutting them out. So I've got another background. Depends what you want to do with it. Or you could just cut it out of the center like that and use that as a background. All these ideas rolling around my head. Last night in the team meeting, I did a little sketch card from something I found online, and it worked out really well because it worked out that people could use their leftovers and the scraps, so that was really good. And I don't have the card anymore, I've already given it away. It's quick, wasn't it? I think it's the quickest I've given a card away that I made live. Group. Went to a good cause today. Where is my thing? Ah, what's Demonstrator saying? Ah, like boho blue. I think Moody Mauve. Yep. Ah, card swaps. Lovely. Tricky one. Just can't make it on mine. And I've been playing with them a bit for my classes. Okay, so that's those ones. Now, what else do we need? Come back to that, I think, and decide what we need next. Let's get the card out. And work out what colour we'll put on now. Oh, look at that. See, that's so pretty too, isn't it? I just feel like I can't put glue on it. Yeah, I can't decide either. And I can't decide which side to use. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, that's so lovely. Actually, that'll go really nicely with that one, won't it? Maybe I won't use the blue. Oh, I'm feeling this way now. Yeah, I think I've got to do this one, okay? I'm going this way. And then we will put something there, but maybe we'll make it see-through. Like vellum, because I love vellum. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. So pretty. Pretty, I don't know if pretty's the right word. It's just gorgeous. My colour on my screen is all wrong tonight. I've got a monitor plugged in and the connection keeps on moving a bit. So the colours keep changing. It's like, oh, I have to swap screens. Bring you all over here so I can see the colour better. That's better. Ah, now, did I miss some comments? Okay, what did you say? Oh, sorry, Diana. She likes the blue. Next one, I'll do the blue. I can't decide. Okay, and what did we say? Very vanilla, and thought it would look great for a baby blanket. Aha. Right, okay, dye. Don't worry, I've got another piece of blue. We'll do that on the last one. I just had to turn that over. Right, and I'm thinking for the bit that goes on there, I've got my vellum under the table here. Right, so this was for my, what was the next one? It was called, that was beginner. This is casual. This is my casual card. Find a piece of vellum. Leave that one out. Got a piece of vellum. Got a couple of pieces of vellum because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can still see through it, can't we? Alright, we've still got our pieces here. One of those and one of those. And we need... Right, so we've got an extra piece. This one we've just got the base and that. This one we've got the base, that, and then this. And then we've got to put a thank you on there. We don't have to put thank you. We can put something else if we want to. I like the thank you there. Or maybe we'll do the with gratitude. That's little. And I'll just get another block for that. Just wash my stamp. My chamois a bit dry. How's this one? Oh, that's better. Give that a bit of a wash. Let me put that over there because I don't need to see the colours. I might do this one onto the vellum itself. There. Yeah. Now just check your stamps when I open these ones tonight. Occasionally this happens with the stamps, and if they're really bad, I suggest you tell Stampin' Up or ask me, and I'll tell Stampin' Up if you're one of my customers. Oh, hi Sharon, welcome. That's okay. Oh wow, your friend Monica created with it. Great. I'm just using the idea from Stampin' Up today of the Step It Up, beginner, casual and avid. So that's my beginner. So with the stamps, sometimes they're a little bit off. So these ones I've discovered today when I was putting the stickers on, they are a little bit off. See how this one's a bit down the bottom and not centered? So they've obviously just, you know, when they've printed them and cut them, gone a little bit off. I'm not too worried about it. If it's like if you're missing part of the stamp, definitely do something about it. But what I do is I just put the sticker on as best I can in the place where I sort of look at it back and forward and go, yep, I think that lines it up pretty well. So the bottom of the label's off a little bit, but that's okay. It'll still work all right. And the stamp is not affected. Like the stamps are still lovely and they're stamping okay, so that's good. But just check that. So most of them are okay. There's a couple of them are a bit funny. So with this one, I'll just stamp over here for a minute. Alright, I'm not turn that over. Let's put it back on there so I know where I'm stamping. So we're going to line that up down the side again. Now this is a bit different size to that piece. If you could do them all exactly the same, but I'm just using, this was just a scrap in the box, so I'm not worried about cutting it down. Oops, get your fingers out of the ink, Fiona. Now just remember it will take a little bit longer to dry on the vellum. Oops, stamp pebble. Clean that off. I might just get my heat tool out. Just here under the desk. Just be careful you don't do it for too long because it'll make it curl. Just got it on the low heat. So these ones come with 2 heats. They've got the button on them, 1 and 2. So the 2 is really hot. I mean, they're both really hot, but this one's just not quite as powerful as the other one. So I use the other one when I'm embossing. I just want to dry this without curling my vellum. Still looking pretty shiny there. Of course you could emboss it too. Could have done that. Cut it off. Right. It's pretty much there, I think. Right. I'll just stick that one on. So it did curl a tiny bit doing that. Just watch that. And of course with vellum, it's not going to stick as well down there. We're going to see it, aren't we? Which way am I? I'm round the wrong way. I just realised I had that the wrong way because I thought, no, I don't want to be on the light side. I want to be on the dark side. The background you see looks like tree bark. Oh, wow. I know, it's just so awesome. Look at it up close. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like corrugated iron. Look at that. You can see real depth in it. Like I can see that on the screen. It's just like, wow, it's 3D. So I don't want to cover it up too much. We shall cover it up a little. I'm going to put a very small amount of glue down there, but not much at all. You can get your glue running on your little silicone sheet. I just want to put the tiniest little bit on that edge to hold it on. And then underneath here, about there, that will hold that on. I'm going to put it onto the DSP, not the edge of the card. The other one was right up the edge of the card, but this one I'll just, now I can see that there. Alright. I don't think I'll worry about it. See any trouble when you're using vellum. Now with this one we might just go I used the brushes on the other one. I might just use a dauber on this one. Yeah. Give me one of these. Actually, you know what? I might do the wild wheat. It's really lovely, isn't it? Tiny bit of wild wheat on there. Just gonna go over this a little bit, just to get a bit of extra colour on them. Oops, I went on the silicone sheet then. Never mind. I'll try and get a bit of colour in there. bit dark in the middle there. Oh well, we'll just do it a bit darker. Make it look like we meant it. Oh, keep going on there. Got glue on it that time. Let's move that out of the way. That's better. Right, so that one's going to go over the top of there. And that one's going to go there. Yeah, I love these papers. We'll get enough glue right down the bottom of that one so that we can stick that piece down so that it stays down there, underneath there. So probably if you just let that dry instead of heating it, it will sit a bit flatter. I just don't want to smudge it. Really glue on these ones this time. And I'm doing that so that it will stick this down. Extra glue out, and we need some bling this time. This one has bling on it. Let's see what I've got. What have we got? Oh, this one looks cool. Looks like, I've written on here, looks like something here. I've got something open over here. I'm building castles on the desk. Brushed metallic adhesive black dots. Looks like 159082. Right, what is that? Hang on a minute. Let me find that. I just have to find my shop again because I hid it. Just hid my shop. Let me type in that number, 159. Okay, it looks like, okay, so 159082 is rustic metallic adhesive backed dots. So I have these in my stash and they look a lot like them. I don't think I've actually got those other ones, which is why I kept it there. Look at the book. That's why I kept it there. Right, what's this one? This is called brushed metallic. Oh yeah, brushed metallic dots is 156506. That's this one here. Brushed metallic dots. But it looks a lot like the other one that I just said. What's it called? Rustic metallic. This one, the rustic metallic. This one's just like one. Is it one or two colours? Looks like one colour. This one's got the 3 colours in it. So I'm going to use this one. Make notes like that on my things sometimes so that I know what they are. I don't have to go back and work it all out again. Oh, good night, Wendy. Oh no, who's going? Lynette, sorry. Good night, Lynette. She might have gone already. I might have missed that. Thanks for joining me. Right, I think we'll go with Ooh, which one will we go with? Oh, I quite like this colour in the middle. Might zazz it up a bit, mightn't I? I guess it would depend whether you want to bring a lot of zazz. Look at that colour. Let's see what they all look like. No, we're not going to stick them all on. Just going to hold them there and see what they look like. That one looks, see, that's not bad either. Maybe we will use two. Oh. Let's just check out the other one. Oh, stuck it to the packet now. I've stuck it down there. Bit of fluff on it. It's a fluffy bit on it. See, it even looks nice with that colour. Oh dear, it's hard, isn't it, when they all look nice? Which one do you like? We'll do A, B and C. So A's like got a greenish hue to it, so it actually matches the leaves quite nice. This one here matches the copper clay, and that's more like a gold. This is the goldy one. That's quite nice, isn't it? Decisions. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm just thinking that. Use two colours. I might use two colours, look. What do you think? Does that look alright? Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? Doesn't it make a difference putting that bling on? So, whoa. So there's my card. Right, let's do the blue one now. Let's go back to the blue. So, will we stick with the same colour base, the crumb cake, or shall we use the blue base and do the last one with the blue? Because I've got the Misty Moonlight out, and that would go with that. And that would still look alright with those, I think. And what else have they got on there? I'm trying to work out as well. They've got an extra. Oh, okay, so on their third one, they've got a piece of paper, but I've used vellum on here, and they've actually die cut it with one of a similar thing to this. So one of the, I just can't think which one it is. One of the die sets has these little punched out pieces. So let me just have a little look in here. The quickest way to do that, I just can't think of what it is. I've seen it, and I can't think what it is off the top of my head. I'll go crumb cake, okay. And it is, so this one actually has one with dots in it. This one here is Sentiment Silhouette, so it's got little dots cut out. So I'm looking for the one with, might be a new one. Let's see if it's in this section where all the bundles are. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't have it. It's in the Gorgeously Made bundle. I think that's the one they've used, that one. So if you wanted to get that look, I've got one that's already cut out. I'm not sure if I'll use that yet though. Let's just get out the card. I'll do this over there for a minute. do it up the top there. Usually score down the bottom, just so I don't cut it. Border. Okay, so we'll just trim this one down. Goes up there. So you've got a spare piece you could use on something. You could even put that underneath a sentiment. Maybe we should. Could. Alright, we'll do that one. And then I think we'll stick, what do you think? Do you want to go with the vellum, or do you want to go with a piece of that shiny stuff again? This is the shiny stuff. The shiny stuff, luster. The luster specialty paper. We've got wild wheat. We've got the copper clay. We could stick with the copper clay theme, couldn't we? Because that sort of looks nice on there. Or shall we stick with the vellum and do a trim on the vellum? What do you think? The other thing we could do is emboss that, but it might be too much with that background. So let's have a vote. Do you want to go with the copper clay luster on there as the next piece, or we'll go with a piece of vellum, and I'll find something to trim the edges with. Let's have a think. What can we trim the edges with? What are you thinking? I'll have a quick look again in the back. Now there could be something in. Don't forget there's online exclusives. So on the website, where did my shop go? There are online exclusives that are not in the catalogue, so there may be things that were in a previous catalogue and they're still available on the website. I've just got to find my website again. I'll find my website. Oh, where did it go? Lost my website. There it is. I found it. Copper, you reckon, Dimity? Copper. Dimity said copper. Okay. Right, let me just go to the online exclusives for a moment. So to get to the online exclusives in the shop, it does show up a banner sometimes, but I find the best way for me is to go view all. There's a little round circle with view all. And if you do that, then down the left side in the menu, it says online exclusives. And that way you can see the things that are just online exclusives. They've got a new kit in there, which looks really cool. Just looking for other things that I might have in my stash already that I can't think of right now. What's that one? Irresistible Bloom Dies has an interesting dotty thing, doesn't it? It's a possibility. Or actually the birthday, the Queen Bee cling stamp. That has a thing. Let me find that. I've got to find it. Hang on a second. Got to work out where I put it. It's not too far away. I've got a box full of current things. Find them. Queen Bee, where are we? Where is my Queen Bee? Oh, where do I put my Queen Bee? Let's quickly look for the dies. Oh dear. Where I thought it was. I must have put it back up on the shelf. Series in a fig. Oh, it's always the one you want, isn't it? You can't find it in a hurry. That's really funny. Can't find it. Oh, that's really not cool, is it? Sorry, I have a little cough. I thought I had it in the box with my other current things. Maybe, you know what, I think maybe I put it away when I thought it was retiring. But that'll be in another box somewhere. Oh, what a shame. I was going to use that little fancy thing down the side there. Oh dear. Okay, let's have a quick look for something else then. Anyone got any ideas? Sorry, I got a tickle in the throat. Oh, that's a shame. Alrighty. And B. That's in the texture chic thing. No, that one's not big enough, is it? We could cut it with that. Although, you know what? Maybe we could cut it with this, because that's in the set already. Maybe we'll do that. Put the texture sheet up now. Oh dear. I have a bit of a cough. What happened? Alright, you think the copper, and we'll cut a little hole in it. Okay, everyone said copper. Right, so well, I think I'll just go back to this size then, seeing as I'd already cut one of those. I'll just finish cutting it to that size now. Seems I've gone that way anyway. And what did I do before? 12, wasn't it? On the back. Those ones over there. And what else do we need? We need, that was it, wasn't it? Look, we're going to make 3 cards. Who would have thought? It just depends what you're doing, doesn't it? Just depends. Oh, and you know, the other thing you could add to this would be a bit of ribbon or something with this last one. So let's get something out. Some of this looks nice. There's the end of it. Oh, there it is. There's sticky tape on it. Look at that. Let's get that out. And I'm thinking we'll work out how to cut this. I wonder if we can join it down the page. Oh well, there's only one way to find out. And I just happened to cut it to the right width, so that was handy. Right, let me just put my little bits there so I don't lose them. So on your silicone sheet, if you use it with your glue on it like I did before, it just dries and then you can just rub it off like that. See my fingers. Very handy little thing. It's good for putting your mini on. Oh, you could put your other one on there as well. Now, will we do it down this side or this side? I'll just try that first on something. Just do it. I'll just try it on here. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep it over to one side. So I'm going to have the paper off a little bit, off that side. Sorry, I can't see anything. I'm going to have the paper off this side a little bit because it's a little bit wider. And I'm going to run it off the page and cut the edge of that off. It's probably easier on the big machine. But I like a challenge. I think this little thing is designed to go on one of the jars. Well, I'm going to make an edge out of it, so let's see what happens, shall we? Do 2 on, oh, hang on. Do 2 on one side at the top and then 2 on the other. Oh, I read that after I started rolling. Oops, oops. Oh, now we'll see what happens to this. This is what happens to it. It actually comes right out like that, okay? So we live and we learn. I wasn't sure what it was going to do there. No worries. Okay, so we could still trim that off. Actually, I think I'll do that. I'm going to do another one. Actually, what I'm going to do is cut that off. Now that I've done that, just pivot. Just go like this. Cut that right off. We'll still use that piece. Right, just cut a few more of these and then we'll have them to stick on the card. How about that? Now that I realise that they stick it back in. I just chopped it off, it's all good. I think that's gone a bit crooked. That's alright. Okay, let's see how this one goes. We'll just change up what we're doing. See, it does that. It's a nice little pattern if you could keep all those little pieces. But I don't feel like fiddling like that. Let's just do one more. Just throw that gently down like that and it gets all the little bits out. You've got to be careful though. I did it by accident one day and that's how I discovered that. I always feel like a little kid playing with a toy when I'm using this. It's good fun. Oh, that last one won't come out. Out. Right. Try not to get them in your keyboard. I rest my keyboard down there. Alright, let's see what we've done. What have we done? I'll have to fiddle with those in a second. I think these were designed to go on one of these, weren't they? One of the pots, maybe? Across there? Oh, I don't know. Not sure what they were designed for. Let's have a look. Stick some paper on. How's everyone going? Has anybody made anything? Cup of tea? Oh, you know what? I think there's a little dot or something under there. Never mind, I could feel it in there. Probably a bit of that. This one. Okay, if I stick that, I've ended up with the line on that because I put it through the machine. I might put the line down that side. Let's have a look what we've got. Not sure if it's going to work. Oh, we could bring them down a little bit, couldn't we? I think that works. And we could even use this little one. Ah, that's what we could do. Hang on. Tick, 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 tick. Turn it around this way. So the thin, see that thin edge is a little bit thinner on one side than the other. So if I put that side on there, the thin edge, butt that one up against that one. And then this one can go there. And we can actually cover this one up. Now, do we go that way or that way? And then we can put our things on. That works, yes. We just need some words. Words. We need words to go on there. Do you think we can stamp words on there? It'll be too low though, or too high, won't it? Because although if I've got these on, we won't even notice that gap. Right, let's stick this one down. That lined bit there, bring that down there, right. Oh, stick my fingers to the card. Where's my snips there? Oh, look at that. I said, where's my snips? They're right where they're supposed to be. Right where they are supposed to be. That's a good way to be, isn't it? If you put them back, you'll be able to find them. I'm just snipping those little tiny little bits off. There. Right, oh. Put a bit of glue on, not too much, little tiny dots. Now if you're not good at doing this, put it on your silicone sheet and dab it in that way. Push it right up against the edge. Oh, like this. There we go. Oh, don't drop it. Oh, just whop it up, mop it up. There wasn't too much on there, it's all right. All right, make sure I got the skinny side into the center. Dab those extra bits off. Just try not to have too much glue sticking out. There we go. Look at that, looks like a masterpiece. Oh. Now what colour will we do on this one? So that's going to go there. We'll put this one down. So if we put that one down, let's just play for a second. If we do that, you might not even notice that piece is missing. Maybe you will. Then again, maybe you will. Alright, if I do it that way, we could put that on the bottom. We could cover the bottom of it up, couldn't we? And then have our words here. That might work better, and I'll put a bit of ribbon on there rather than having it up. Sort of, I like it there for positioning. Oops daisies. Hey, that's one of the sentiments on the daisy stamps. It says oops a daisy, so sorry. Look. I've used that on one of my cards. Right, okay. Let's just have a quick look. Does it look better there, or does it look better there? Bottom or up a little bit? So the bottom would be there, along the bottom of that copper clay. With that over there, and that over there. And then I've still got to do a sentiment to go at the bottom there. Like the strip up, not on the bottom. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking that. Yeah, it sort of looks too something. Right, we'll stick this one down. Okay. Go down there. Okay, and then that can go across there. Did I have it that way or that way? Can't remember which way I had it. Light to the left, dark to the left. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, we haven't coloured our thing in. Need to do that first. Hang on. Right, just put them there. What colour will we do that? What about a bit of the misty moonlight to bring the blue into it? What do you reckon? Up a little, right? Okay, we're going up a little. Look. Oh, was it dark to the left or light to the left? What did we decide? Did we decide? Light, like that. Or dark. Oh, maybe dark looks better because this stands out more, doesn't it? And then we'll put our sentiment there. Okay. Right. Just looking for a blue brush. Just see what this looks like. So sometimes if I'm not sure what I want to do on the front, I try it on the back first and say, oh, do I want that? So I'm just going to do it on the back first, like this. Probably a bit too dark, but I'm not liking that colour at all. So that was Misty Moonlight. I don't like it on there. So I'm glad we tried that on the back. Well, let's find see if boho looks better. Just get rid of that out of my brush. I'm just wiping my brush on a bit of paper towel. Get rid of some of that. Just going to try that again. Down here with some of this one. Maybe that one looks better. Because it's the crumb cake, it's actually changing it to make it look a bit greener. I'm not sure whether to go with the bluey colour, this one, on the other side, or whether just to stick with the copper. I'm not liking the blue. Let's try one of those colours. What's in there? Let's go even a little Cajun craze. Little go Cajun crazy. Because that's always nice. For some reason my Cajun crazy is all sparkly. I don't know why. Let's see what that looks like for a minute. I think I might do that. That's got a bit of that nice orangey, coppery. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just try and get those ends. I like that touch. Let's give it a bit of extra something. See, it makes it sort of stand out. Lovely. Okay, let's stick this one down. Oops. Try not to damage your little leaves. Come on, glue. Where are you? I'll have to get a new one out. Ah, come on. Where's it? Oh, it's hiding. Let's give it a squeeze over there so that I don't get it everywhere. That one across there to cover that bit up. Just rub that bit down because that was a bit bent from when I cut it. I didn't check if it's straight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you know how I am about that. Sometimes. It's terrible, isn't it? I used to be totally like that. Now I'm just sometimes like that. 44. 43. See, I could tell it was a little off. I'll see if it'll come up because it's on this stuff, but I've pushed it down now, so it might not. So I think we may have to live with that one. Sorry about that. I do like them to be straight, but I can see that it's out a little bit. I don't usually squash it down like that. Is everyone okay? I know, am I okay? It's okay, it's a handmade card. That's why I put a lot of things on an angle, you know, because you don't have to worry about that. With all the things going on this card, I think it should be okay once I put all these on. Get a few angles going. I'll take your eye somewhere else. But yeah, normally I'd check it first. You've got to go? Okay, thanks for joining me. Oh, thank you. And thanks for helping me. It's always good to have help. Such a beautiful set to work with. And those are so nice and easy to cut out too. I like that. There's not a lot of fiddling with those. Okay, where are we going to do our thank you? What about we go down there with some black? Now this is not going to dry fast. So I've got an idea. I don't know how that's going to cope with heat. Maybe we won't do that. I'll get out the Stays On, because that will work better on this. Let's just test that first. Whew, stinky poo. Smelly ink. Don't use this too long without ventilation, will you? There we go. Thank you. And just remember with your Stays On ink, the Stays On cleaner to clean your stamps with after you've used it. I usually use that. Here it is. Stays On. And I just keep an old washer that I've always used to clean my stamps. And just wipe it off. Make sure you get that off, because it'll stain. And that should dry nicely on there. Now we just got to put some bling on there. Grab that bling again, that was nice. Oh, they put more bling on the last card. That's the one I just used. See if there's anything else in here that actually... One of those might look nice. That champagne colour. Maybe I'll do that. This is adhesive backed sparkle gems. Oh, you got to go? That's okay. Oh, thanks. No worries. I'll have to go soon too. It's 10:11. Oh, we were going to put a bit of rope on too, weren't we? Oh, I forgot to put the rope on before I stuck my things down. Although that's alright, isn't it? I could stick it there. Yes, I know. I should have put it underneath. Could put it on the bottom. Oh, I think it's nicer up there. So what I will do, get a glue dot. I've got half a glue dot there. I cut them sometimes. I'll put a glue dot there. And we'll put a glue dot there. And then we'll do another one. Actually, we might put a few there for. Probably should use that half a one, because I won't use it if I don't do it now. And it will get lost and stuck on something. I'm just going to trim the end of this one off. Stick that right onto that glue dot. Push it in. look at that, it worked out just perfectly. That bit. Oh, there you go. That's a nice finish on it, isn't it? Like that. I love that ribbon. I'm waiting to use that. Right, so this one's going to get a bit of sparkle going. I use these sparkly ones. Oh, what happened to that? There we go. Look at that. Lovely. Put my little tools away. Ah, thank you all for joining me. That was wonderful. And again, I had no idea what I was going to do at the beginning. Half an hour before, I had no idea. Nice, isn't it? It's good fun creating together. So if you're wanting to join Stampin' Up and create as well and get some things, there's a great special at the moment for June. Just have a look on the website or message me, ask about it. And we've got a team. So joining doesn't mean you have to demonstrate. You're called a demonstrator when you join, but it doesn't mean you have to demonstrate like this. You can if you want to, or you can just craft with your friends and demonstrate to them with each other. Like we had a team meeting last night and we all crafted together, and it was great because we shared different things and different ideas came out. And yeah, sometimes it's just not what you expect, so it's a bit like this tonight. It's not always what you expect, and you just change it up as you go. It's good fun. So yeah, don't feel pressured in any way. If you don't want to, that's fine too, but I'm here if you want to, and make the most of the special because it's really worth it. You get $283 worth of goods at the moment, products in your starter kit. And it only costs $169, so it's always $169, well, nearly always $169 to join. I don't think it's changed since I've joined. And you usually get $235 worth of stuff. So at the moment it's $283, plus there's sales on with the designer. I'm trying to get my cards lined up in the picture. You get designer series paper sales on, 15% off some of it. So if you join Stampin' Up for $169, you can put things that are on sale in your starter kit for a start, but you could also get your starter kit with everything you want in there, and then put another purchase in before the end of June, and you get your discount as well as your the discount that's already there. So it's just really good value if you're interested in doing that sort of thing. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching later. And there's my... Have I got them in the right order? No. Quick, flop them around. I had them all in the wrong order. So that's my beginner. That's my casual. Had them backwards. And that's my... What was that one called? Hang on. Beginner, casual, and avid. And that was using the Earthen Textures stamp set and bundle. Alrighty then, so I'll catch you all next time. Let me know if you need any help with any of your crafting, or you want to order anything, or you want to do any of the classes. Okay, ciao.